Hey, it's me again. Well, in case you don't know me, I am new to YouTube, and in the past month, I have done a 30 days talking to the camera, starting my YouTube channel challenge, where I talk to the camera every day, created a video every day, and uploaded it to YouTube every day. So during this process, I learned a lot about how to create video, how to use YouTube, and all that stuff. So I wanted to create this video series to just share whatever I learned in this process with you. Well, of course, if you're a professional, this may not be super helpful for you, but for beginners like me, I hope this is going to help you. Today, in this video, I want to share with you 3 tips about how to use your microphone in a not so quiet or even noisy environment. So tip number one is to bring your microphone closer to your mouth. So if you're in your room recording, you have maybe a microphone arm, just bring it closer to your mouth. It may bring it into the frame, but if you care more about the sound, then bring it into the frame. If you do this, yes, you can still get the volume enough, but it's not as good. The sound would not be as good as when you bring it closer to your mouth. So, test. So, bring it closer to your mouth. This is a recording in room. When you're recording outside, the camera, usually you would say, oh, my microphone is on the camera. Then how do I bring it closer to me? Because when it brings it closer to me, the camera is also closer to me and the frame doesn't look good. So that's why when I'm shooting outside, I'm using a external recorder. This is a wired recorder. It's separate from the camera, and just wear it, and then the mic, I will wear it here, or maybe tape it to my chest, so it's closer to my mouth comparing to the camera. So that's another way of like bringing the microphone closer to your mouth. Nowadays, I think like DJI wireless mic or other sort of wireless mics, they're pretty popular. That serves the same purpose. You put the mic closer to you. I saw some people even just holding that mic, that wireless mic in hand and talk to the mics. That bring it even closer to your mouth. I think it's the same purpose, just to make sure the sound quality is better. And why do we bring the microphone closer to your mouth? Because when the microphone is closer to your mouth, it picks up more details from the sound out of your mouth. And it gives a better separation between the foreground voice and the background noise, because now there's a dramatic distance between the source of the sound, the source of the voice, and the source of the noise. The noise is maybe somewhere like further. It is similar to using a camera. When you stand closer to the camera, you have a better separation between you, the foreground, and the background, right? That's a simple rule or simple tip, but a lot of people didn't realize this. That was tip number 1. Bring the microphone closer to your mouth. Oh, forgot one thing. If you used to put the microphone further and now you bring the microphone closer to your mouth, you need to adjust your gain volume, your microphone gain. Probably you need to turn it lower, because when it was further, you need to turn it up. And now bring it closer, you need to turn it down. And the simple rule to tune it is to do a microphone test and try your loudest voice, and make sure that your loudest voice land in the yellow section of your volume indicator. You know, usually you have this volume indicator, you have the green section, the yellow section, and then the red section, right? So make sure that your loudest voice land in the yellow. Don't let it land into the red, because the red is dangerous. It could break your sound. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2. Tip number 2 is, nowadays a lot of microphones, including this one that I use, has something called low cut. So this feature, low cut, It's also called high pass filter. So it has different names, but it's the same thing, low cut and high pass filter. And this is turned to on now. So if you flip it to the other side, then that's off. It's difficult to do it, but anyway, so you got, yeah, this is turned off. This is a microphone from Audio Technica AT2035. It's a great microphone. It's cheap, but it sounds pretty good. So it has this feature, and a lot of recorders also have this feature. Recorders have this feature. You can set it in the menu. It's probably also called low cut. And yeah, you can turn that on. What it does is that it will remove the sound below a certain frequency. I think usually it's 60 hertz or 80 hertz. And in human conversations, this frequency doesn't make a difference. Doesn't make a difference in we hearing them. So if you're recording just you talking, there's no need to keep that range of frequency. And what's more important is that a lot of ambient noises, including maybe the fan noise from your computer, maybe the lighting noise, maybe the air in your room, the wind, they fall into a lot of them fall into this frequency range. So turning on the low cut, just from the beginning, cut off all these noises already for you. So you don't need to remove the noise afterwards in the post. So that was tip number 2. If you have a recorder or a microphone that has low cut feature, turn that on. That will save you a lot of time in noise reduction. And that's tip number 2. Tip number 3 is a good to have. Is to, if you're recording in a new environment, record a clip. Maybe 10 seconds, 20 seconds, or even 30 seconds. Don't say anything, just record the noise. Record the noise that you want to remove. Why do we do that? Is because a lot of softwares today allow you to reduce noise in your video editing or audio editing. And a lot of them also offer learning feature. They can learn from a clip. You can tell them that, hey, this is the noise that I want to remove. And it will learn from that clip and then adjust the parameters, and then it will remove the noise from your video according to those parameters. Of course, it's not going to be perfect, but if you have a clip that is clean, where you don't talk and only the noise, it will have, I think, a good material to learn, and it will have a better effect in removing the noise. So that was tip number 3. These were all the tips I want to share with you today. 3 tips. Remember, the first one, bring the microphone closer to your mouth. Number 2 is turn on the low cut or high pass filter feature on your microphone or on your recorder. And tip number 3 is record a clip that is only the noise, and it may be helpful for your software to learn about the noise and remove it from your video. That's it for the video today. Thank you for watching. I hope these were helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have other tips to share with me. I'm learning too. So that's it. Thank you. I'll see you in next video. Bye bye.